Well, the COVID-19, a lot of us have put that on. Not, obviously the sickness, but all of this.
Oh,
Gaining the weight seems to be the simplest, most easy thing on the planet to do. Losing the weight, keeping it off, and doing it in a healthy way
mm,
seems to be really difficult. Our next guest helps link the two together to get you to lose the pounds and keep them off for a longer period of time.
that's right. She's helped so many people around the valley. Joining us now, Dr. Kathleen Nash, chiropractic physician from Total Transformation in Henderson, and now Total Transformation virtually, as she is connecting with clients virtually. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. It's always fun to be here.
Great to have you.
Absolutely. Hey,
Yeah.
let's start. Sean and I have both had tremendous weight losses in our life, and we know it's something to celebrate. Let's start by celebrating your own personal weight loss that happened, what, 10 years ago for you?
Yeah. Actually, it's 11 years now.
Wow.
So 11 years
Ooh,
ago, bring out the hats and horns, right? So I was somebody that struggled with my weight since I was 8 years old. So every kind of diet that I would do, I'd struggle to lose anything. It would come off slow. I would almost never get to my goal and always come back, right?
Mhm.
And I
mm,
basically dieted my way up to 237 pounds. And that was back in 2009. That's when I discovered that there were these other issues that are hiding or lurking under the surface that if they're damaged or they're not functioning properly, it didn't matter how much I ate. It didn't matter how much I worked out. I wasn't going to be burning body fat, which meant that my body wasn't going to change. Once I addressed those specific underlying issues, first of all, the weight came off faster. My
Mhm.
hunger went down. My cravings went away. And I was able to reach my goal and keep it eating between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day and eating restaurant and fast food. So I was super happy about that. And now I pass that gift on to my clients.
Which is,
mm.
let's talk about these clients because the success stories, that's frankly, that's your report card. And you've got a great report card. Let's hear from some of them. First of all, Meredith.
Yeah, let's look at Meredith. So, Meredith, I purposely put in the front because you mentioned the COVID-19, not just the virus, but the number of pounds as
Yeah.
well. Meredith actually lost the weight during quarantine. So, she started
Wow.
my program in May. If you look at her picture, I believe
Oh,
there's
wow.
three sitting there. Yeah. Between the first picture and the second picture, she lost 14 pounds in just 1 month. And
Wow.
she lost it in that stubborn area in the belly, the upper, the lower belly, the butt. And then in the second part of the program, where we're making her eat between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day, eating that number of calories, she was still burning fat. You can still see that the body was shrinking and changing. In my mind, that's a win-win.
Yeah,
Eat
no
a normal
kidding.
amount of
Wow.
calories. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been
And do
doing
it
That's
this.
during
I've
great.
been doing
quarantine.
the second part of your program for years. It's just that I don't lose
Yeah.
the weight. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we want to see with all of our clients. Can you eat a normal amount of calories and your body is still burning that body fat and getting the body fat off you while you're eating normally?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's the dream, and is to not have to starve yourself. Let's talk about some guys for a second because, hey, it's not just women who struggle with their weight by any means. Let's talk about Dominic.
Yeah, so the situation that was going on with Dominic is that when he was 20 years old, he was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. He tried to do it on his own. He worked with regular doctors, and 5 years later, he was full-fledged type 2 diabetic. And that's affecting about half of the country these days. It's also putting us at high risk for COVID-19 and
Mhm.
the after effects of COVID-19. When he came to me, we worked with those issues under the surface. Particularly, he had a hormone problem. He had fatty liver. We helped him reverse that. The man dropped 100 pounds. He reversed his type 2
Wow.
diabetes in 3.5 months.
Wow. And
Yeah.
they tell you once you get it,
Awesome.
there's no way you can get off of it. They pretty much say, nope, you're
Mm,
gonna be living this
Right?
forever. And it's not
Yeah, that's
necessarily
the
the case
dream.
with type two.
yeah.
Type one, that's one thing,
No,
but type two, you can reverse it.
absolutely. Type
Mm,
2, 100% can be reversed. It just depends on which doctor you talk to. Personally, I don't want to live with the consequences of type 2 diabetes. It puts me at high risk for heart disease. It puts me at high risk for Alzheimer's and dementia because that's a
Yeah,
form of diabetes. Let's reverse it and
mm.
get the weight off.
no question. And then finally, Desiree. Great story from
Yeah.
her.
So Desiree's great because Desiree was a mom, and after she had her second son, her body just wouldn't bounce back like it used to. So all the stuff that she used to do to keep her body nice and slim wasn't working anymore. When she went to the doctors were all saying nothing's wrong. It's just a post-mom body. This is just what you're going to deal with. Again,
Mm.
she had a hormone problem. She also had an inflammation problem. Once we were able to isolate those issues and fix them, she dropped over 40 pounds and look at her like
Wow.
she looks stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Dr. Nash, three different clients of yours, three success stories really, and each one had a different set of circumstances. I mean, are these positive results typical?
The positive results are absolutely typical if you follow my instructions and you do them. So just like anything else, if you're going to dabble in it, you're going to get lackluster results. But if you take what I create for you and you run with it, these results are absolutely the kind of thing that you're going to see.
Yeah, I think we've all collected. I have more keychain entry key cards to get into gyms. Just buying the gym membership doesn't help you lose the weight. You need to actually follow. Same with this. You need to actually follow the instructions. And if you do so, you'll find great results. Speaking of, if people want to get in touch with you, great offer right now.
You bet, especially because mainly the people that I work with are all at higher risk for COVID-19. We're still keeping it virtual to keep everybody safe. That means I have 10 spots available where I can have the evaluation with you. I can find out if these hidden issues are something that your body is struggling with. All you've got to do is go to the website that you're seeing on the screen. The 10 spots, and there's only 10, are waiting for you on that website where you can book your spot. You can talk to me. We can get this problem sorted out, and we can get you back to the body that you want to have.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Dr. Nash, thank you so much for joining us.
You bet. Thank you for having me. It's always fun to be here, even if it's virtual.
Yes, I know.
Yep.
It's been so long. Listen, if you want to take advantage of Dr. Nash's great offer, here's what you do. You give her a buzz. The standard consultation fee, the client fee, usually $97 for that initial interview. If you call right now, $9.97. Make sure you take care of that right now. Her number, her website, right there on your screen. Take advantage of that special offer. Total Transformation, a proud sponsor of The Morning Blend.